Hello, I just realized that I could talk to you while ads are going. But yeah, I hope that, Katri, congrats on getting first. And I'll say it again in a little bit. But yeah, congrats on getting first. Bushcat and Katri, good job on getting the noms. Bamboo noms. Let's see, by the way, you introduced me to some... what was the other person you suggested in the notification? Hekime. So Heki, I will say flat out, is probably my favorite streamer. She's absolutely fantastic. She's always super bubbly and happy and just a lot of fun. She's super talented. And yeah, I've been subscribed to Heki probably the longest on Twitch. Yeah, and for what it's worth, she is live right now. I feel kind of bad because her just chatting is my favorite part of her streams, because just absolutely fantastic person. And yeah, Katri, I did stream a little bit earlier today. And hello. So yeah, I was, in case you missed it, because of ads, I was talking to Bushcat and Katri a little bit. And again, Katri, congrats on getting first. And Bushcat and Katri, congrats on getting your, on nomming the bamboo. But yeah, the peeps that I had in my notification today, because I always try to use my space to kind of promote others. I don't know. It's just something that I try to do. Some people have said it's a little confusing. It can be confusing sometimes, and I get that. But yeah, I don't know. It's just something that I feel like I want to spread the love around. But yeah, so Anna is one that is live right now. And I think she was recommended by maybe Space Monkey. But I know that she's a lot of people love Anna, so it was a good recommendation. She has an amazing voice. I don't know that I've actually caught her singing yet. And when I did rate her, I had to dip out pretty quickly after, so. And yeah, the other one was Hekime, who is she's so fantastic, and it's hard to go to Heki's stream and not just... Someone's at my front door. Who's at my front door? Sorry, I'm just pulling up Ring right now to see who it is. I have a feeling I know. And that's been an issue lately too. Let me pull up the clip. For some reason, my front door live view hasn't been working. Yep, that's what I thought. It was neighbor kid that wanted to play with my daughter. Let's see, Katri, you were so busy earlier and now you're just sitting at your PC. Sorry I missed it. It is absolutely okay. I don't do anything that is worthwhile here, in my opinion. But I will say that Stray Gods is pretty good. So if there's anything to be disappointed about, it's missing some of that. But thankfully you're here now, so we'll get to see some of that. Also, I don't know why I didn't have you on my list before, but everybody, Katri is now streaming. And she's streaming super cute and cozy games, except for the last one, with cute and cozy and explosive. But yeah, it's a great time over at Katri's. Cute violence. Which, I mean, you know, that's the best kind of violence we can ask for. If we're gonna ask for violence, let it be cute. Thank you for the shouty. Thank you for being here. But yeah, I guess let's just go ahead and get into it, alright? Because I have nothing else. Like, I took maybe like an hour and a half break. The last one is not cozy, but it's cute for sure. It's cozy in its own way, I would say. But yeah, I mean, you are an axolotl that's trying to pew everybody, so. But yeah, let's go ahead and get back into this. I'm loving the art. I'm loving the music. I'm loving the voice acting in this so far. And yeah, I took about an hour and a half or so break because the wife and kiddo were home for a little bit, but then they left right after. Your space and vibe is cozy though, even if the game was just cute. Yeah, exactly, Katri. Katri's got I really like your streams, like your layout, that background that you have behind your game and such. Like, it looks just very polished. In my opinion. And yeah, also Todd, welcome on in. Good to see you. GG on numbing that bamboo. You're just in time to get the Oracle her Ethernet cable. Oh, just kidding. We're gonna go to Persephone's place now. You do get to nom your bamboo twice in one day. Oh, wait. I need to put up the thing. The game makes it a point to include them, so I feel like I should too. So I'll pin this. So I'll put that there, just because. Because it's important for people to know what they're coming into. All right, we'll go ahead and continue. And I'll go ahead and sit up. Recap. So, for those who are watching the VOD, you're all ridiculous, and there's plenty of other things you could be doing. But in case you missed the beginning, wow. Doesn't matter if you missed the beginning because you were here now at this point in time to see Todd hit that 3 out of 3 for 300,000 panda coins. Oh my gosh, you almost have 1 million. Well, I guess you have like half. You have a little more than half. That's amazing. Okay, so game starts in an auditorium. Our character here is named Grace, and she is in a band and they were doing auditions, and everybody left for the day, so the other 3 people in the band left. She was hanging out there and she just kind of felt compelled to sing. While she was singing, someone walks in without her noticing. And we find out that person's name is Calliope, and she starts singing along. And they do a fantastic duet. And Bushcat, oh my goodness. Oh no. I will make sure to whisper you a thing right after. Yeah, everybody's doing it. So I figured I should just bite the bullet, and create my own for whatever that's worth. Oh my gosh. And Todd. Okay. Not at all. Not at all. Yeah, I added it the other day, and then I disabled it. And then I re-enabled it this morning, and yeah. You need more panda streams, or stop gambling your points. Okay, so I'll send those in a little bit, maybe during the break or something. Currently there's nothing in there. You 2 are going to be the very firsts in there. So, after Calliope leaves, Grace heads back to her apartment, and as she's there, she gets a knock at the door. And first to the party. And when she opens the door, it's Calliope, who appears to have been mortally wounded, stabbed or something in the stomach, and then she dies. As she dies, some yellow glowing orb leaves her body and then enters into Grace's body. Grace, her eyes start to glow yellow and all this sort of thing. And when she looks up, there's someone else there. We find out that person's name later is Hermes, who was noticeably voiced by Eric Kiishi. And Hermes takes Grace over to an office building through a portal that appears in the doorway. And in that office building, in that room, 4 other, I believe they're idols. They call themselves idols because they don't want to call themselves gods. Appear. There's Apollo, there's Athena, there's Aphrodite, and Persephone. Basically, they say that Calliope did die, her soul entered into Grace, making her become a god. But because of reasons, they have to kill her. Because they think that she murdered Calliope. Oh my gosh, the heist was a bust. Grace argues, obviously, reasonably, that she doesn't want to die. Because I mean, you know, that's kind of I can see where she's coming from. And she eventually gets Apollo to oh no, double bust for Todd. That does not sound the way I meant it. But Todd got 0 out of 3. Oh my god. So Apollo eventually says, hey, let's let her prove her innocence, basically. And so Grace now has a week, I think, to prove that she didn't kill Calliope. And we've met a few other people along the way. And now we're just trying to solve the murder, it seems. And so we're going over to the underworld now, which is apparently Persephone's realm. That was like pocket change for Todd, though. 50,000. Imagine just 50,000 just being pocket change. Time to confront Persephone at her nightclub. And for what it's worth, we have a journal here with some character summarizations and such. So we have Freddy, who's Grace's best friend. Here's Calliope, who died. We have Hermes. We have Aphrodite. We have Apollo, Athena, and Persephone, and Pan. And so now we're heading over to the underworld.
Welcome to the underworld.
Wow. How have I never heard of this place?
Persephone keeps it a secret, while still managing to draw a crowd every night. Don't ask me how. Here in the underworld, idols can be themselves, even if they don't look human.
If this was real money, you'd cash out so fast it'd give you whiplash. You like the journal? Good insights? Yeah, definitely.
There are idols here other than Persephone?
Almost guaranteed.
Is it dangerous?
Shouldn't be. But before Calliope, I would have said an idol getting murdered was next to impossible. If we're to find Persephone in all this, we'll need to split up. Have you considered what you'll say to her?
And dang, slots are being either super ruthless right now or super generous. Yeesh. For example, GG Todd on that 3 out of 3. Also, these two I am unable to select because they don't align with the trait that I selected, which was, this one is like a rock star, this one is a charismatic trait, and the third trait is the one that I selected, which was a clever, I believe it was, trait.
Not really. What do you suggest?
Well, if I know Persephone, and I do, she won't be up for a chat. You need to be prepared to use your powers, as you did with me. Come find me in the crown if you need anything. Otherwise, be careful, Grace.
So, powers. Grace, the power that she got from Calliope appears to be the Muse's power, where she can encourage people to sing. She can't control what they sing, because that's going to come from the person who's singing, but she can at least kind of make them sing. You love when the traits change the whole vibe of the song. Yeah, I was wondering how much of that actually does change the song. Like the timed choices. Like, it clearly does. I'm wondering how it changes the melody or the... I mean, it probably changed. They probably recorded a lot of different versions of the song. But yeah, so I imagine that also increases replayability. So I'll have to do another playthrough sometime. Let's see. We could talk to Apollo, but I was just talking to him. Let's talk to... This seems new. Let's talk to Hermes first, since, again, if this were me, I would probably talk to the people I am familiar with. So, let's talk to Hermes.
Whoa, you're here. I mean, you gotta be somewhere, but you're here.
Hello, Hermes.
Sorry about running off on you back at the thing. Didn't really have a choice, but sorry anyway.
Do I know who Eros is in Greek myth? Isn't Eros, Eros isn't, Cupid, is it? Cupid's not the, Roman name? I don't know. I could guess a bunch of different stuff. Basically, no. I mean, yeah. Totally knew that. Basically the Greek Cupid. Yep, totally.
You're not much like the other idols, are you?
New? I haven't been an idol very long. Maybe like a year? I've lost track. So I'm not the one to ask about the idol stuff. It's all cool, but mostly I do whatever Athena asks. Athena says one day I'll sit on the chorus. That'll be sick. Can you imagine me in charge?
Not really.
Wouldn't Athena still be in charge?
Yeah, you're probably right.
That doesn't bother you?
Why would it? Athena's the nicest of the bunch. She makes the best cookies.
She makes the best cookies, but her guardian owl doesn't let me have any. How? In fact, did you become an idol? How did you know Calliope? Yeah.
When Calliope died, you were right there, within moments. How did you know?
I told you. I got word, so I came.
But how did you get word?
Look, when an idol dies, I have to be there. So I just know. It's a Hermes
taught
thing.
him. Pretty sure it's number 1, which is just as bad. It was, yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Get that.
To take the body, clean up the blood, that sort of thing?
Oh, that too, yeah. But that's on Athena's orders.
To keep the idols secret?
Sure. Can you imagine the questions? I don't know how he hides so well as it is.
Miley or Lee would make a better president than either of the others. I do not disagree. How did you become an idol?
You've only been an idol for a year? How did that happen?
Probably same way it did with you.
Oh, the old Hermes died in your arms and then they accused you of his murder?
No. Well, yes. I mean, no, not like that. But yeah. I was there when he died. We were friends, and I was having trouble at home, and he helped me out. I miss him.
How did he die is too prying. It doesn't really matter. Why do you call yourself Hermes? Isn't that also... This seems too personal. Is that normal? I mean, it kind of makes sense, because the soul needs to travel from one to the other. Why do you call yourself Hermes? I mean, isn't that just... because that's the... It reminds me of the movie Fallen, with Denzel Washington, where there's like that spirit that just travels from body to body. So such a good movie, yeah. Time is on my side. Yes, it is. Why do you call yourself Hermes? Because that's how they do it in the movie Fallen.
Why do you call yourself Hermes? I mean, I don't call myself Calliope.
You might eventually.
I doubt it.
Most idols do. Not everyone, though, so I don't know, maybe not you.
What do you know about the murder?
This is probably a stupid question, but do you know who might have
So
killed
creepy at the
Calliope?
end. Yeah.
Ugh, why would I know anything about that?
When you came to the apartment, it seemed like you knew her.
Oh no, I only met her once. She didn't live with the rest of the idols or hang out with us very much. She seemed nice though. Angry, maybe. But I don't know who'd want to hurt her.
Yep, I'm not gonna spoil the ending of the movie, but the thought that that's how it ended, there's a futility, it seems, in trying to fight against something like that, is what I'll say. Like, it was a great idea. But I mean, it just seemed like there's almost nothing that you can really do. Angry.
How was she angry?
Pissed off. But more because she cared about everyone too much not to be. I don't know, that's what I thought anyhow. I'm probably wrong.
Do you know if Persephone is here? I need to talk to her.
Oh, you're serious. Why would you want to talk to Persephone? Nobody ever wants that. One time, I laughed too loud near her, and she threatened to ban me from the club. I don't want to be banned. I like it here.
Nice job, 3 out of 3.
Is Persephone really that bad? Why do the idols put up with her?
We're like family, and Persephone is that really mean aunt that nobody wants to invite. Don't tell her I said that. She keeps a list. It's a thing.
Okay, forget I asked.
Whew! Man, just the thought of talking to Persephone gives me goosebumps. Blech.
Bleh.
I'll see you around.
If you die, then for sure. But, don't die.
That's the plan. Let's talk to Pan. Pan is a smooth mother.
As I live and breathe, if it isn't our dear muse.
Hi, Pan.
Tell me, have you decided to leave your troubles behind and join us in the land of shadows and revelry?
I should thank you for the address. It's what led me here.
No need to thank me. You'll owe me. Remember, how you managed to stir the sun god from his oh so tiresome gloom, I cannot imagine. Nicely done.
Did you know Apollo would be at that apartment?
However would I know something like that?
See, you play innocent, but I just don't believe you.
It really is.
Flatterer.
I'm guessing it's a total coincidence that I'm running into you here.
It must be. The alternative would be that I knew a great many things ahead of time.
Well, did you?
Do I look like an oracle? I am here to listen to thrilling music and meet delicious people. My tastes are simple.
Uh-huh.
Speaking of simple tastes, my glass is empty again. The service here is appalling.
How can I trust you? I don't know that I can. Delicious people. Let's see. There. I'm gonna work my way up. You come to the club off. It's like I'm trying to hit on Pan.
The things you say, the things you don't say. You don't make yourself seem trustworthy. You know that?
Trust is for the weak and the penniless.
Still not helping.
Why, Grace, are you assuming that I, Pan, am some sort of scoundrel?
Hoping, maybe.
Either that or a murderer. One of the two.
Well, I didn't realize you saw me as dangerous.
You think it's funny?
I think everything's funny, Grace.
Woo woo.
It's part of my charm.
I assume you're a regular at this club?
And why would you assume that, dear Grace?
The horns, you. Do you know Persephone well?
You.
There is no knowing Persephone well. She won't have it. Not anymore.
Not anymore?
Long ago, we were all very different. Over the span of ages, however,
Very different.
even mountains erode.
You must know why I'm here, right?
Let me guess. You seek our sweet-natured proprietress.
Can you help me find her?
Earlier, I wasn't good enough, but now, I see how it is. By all means, I'd love to tell Persephone that the source of her rage has intruded on her domain.
I like that very brief angry face with just no response. I like less that you got a 0 out of 3. Oh my gosh. Then here Todd comes rolling in just like, oh, look at me, check me out. Gonna get my 3 out of 3. Phew. Alright, at least I got my stuff back. For real. So for real, RNG gods.
Don't tell me the big bad Pan is afraid.
Seeing as I am neither big nor truly bad, it behooves me to be wary of those who are both.
Oops.
That's awfully sensible for you.
You barely know me, my little dumpling. But if I am anything,
My delicious
I am a
dumpling.
survivor.
Suit yourself. I'll find another way.
It's for the best. My best, at any rate.
I should get going. I'm sure I'll see you soon.
One can only hope.
You like him? Yeah. He's got a very, he has a presence. Let's talk to the new person.
Oh, hey. You're the new muse, aren't you?
I guess I am, yeah.
Aphrodite mentioned it. Didn't figure I'd see you here, though. Oh, excuse the manners. Name's Eros, god of sex.
Oh yeah.
Wait, did you say that you're the god of sex?
Desire, really. Sensuality. Attraction. Why? Were you expecting a chubby little flying baby with a bow and arrow?
Maybe.
I wasn't.
I actually preferred Cupid, but Pan had to be the trickster. Spread all those stupid stories.
I'm sorry.
Why? It's not your fault. Just another grudge I get to carry around forever.
Why does everybody have such cool accents? What are you doing here? To get down.
You know Aphrodite, right? I only met her the once.
Sure, she's my mother. You know how it is.
How would I know? New here, remember?
Oh, right. Yeah, sorry. I wasn't thinking. But you hear a lot of idols talk about each other like that. You know, mother, brother, sister, grandfather. None of us are actually related. We just played a family for so many centuries, it may as well be true.
Aphrodite is your mother? But we're not related. So what does that mean?
So Aphrodite is your mother, but not really.
That's right. A long time ago, she took care of me when I needed taking care of. The mortals, they just assumed. These days, well, it's not like that anymore. We're not as invulnerable as we used to be. Least of all, Aphrodite.
Least of all, Aphrodite. Aphrodite. I want to learn how to speak like Eros. What are you doing here? Well,
The god of sex at a club. Looking for someone?
Once I might have, sure. Now I'm just here to see it happen.
See what happened?
Look out there. See all these people. The hope, the anticipation, the connections, they bounce off each other. To me, it's like lightning.
And you enjoy that?
I used to make it happen, you know. Mortals once begged me to make it happen, to inspire true love. But now I only inspire sex. Not the same thing. It's just as well. People should find true love the hard way. They'll value it more.
Let's dive into the story a little
You
bit
seem
more.
a little distracted. Is everything okay?
Of course it is. Sure. Not obvious, huh? Truth is,
Yeah.
I don't come here that often. It was hard to get away. I just want... Nope, never mind.
I don't want to pry.
Sorry, I didn't mean to pry.
You didn't. You're the one with your life on the line. Next to that, my problems are nothing.
Here's the thing. I'm looking for Persephone, but I can't find her anywhere.
Well, I know where she is, but I question whether she'd be happy to see you. Look, I like you, but Mother told me what happened at the chorus. I don't want to cause trouble with Persephone.
Okay, so this icon here is the one that matches my trait, so I'm gonna use it.
What if I could guarantee that there wouldn't be a problem?
Aha. How could you guarantee that?
First, I'd reassure you that I'm here to work things out with Persephone. I don't want to fight. Second, if that didn't pan out, I'd tell her I lied to you.
Making me the idiot who fell for it.
Oh, I don't know. I can be tricksy.
Okay. Fine. When you're ready to see her, you let me know, and I'll take you. Deal?
Deal.
Deal. Let's talk to Apollo first. Let's talk to Apollo's abs.
I thought this would be easier, but it's as if Persephone left instructions to thwart me. Every staff member I approach screams and runs off. I hope your search has been more successful.
You don't come here often, I'm guessing?
Never. I'm sure Persephone only sent the membership as a formality. I doubt she thought I'd ever use it.
Don't you ever have fun? No drinking or dancing in Apollo land?
Once. When I had the muses to keep me company.
His voice actors are great. Good dialogue too. Yeah, they are. And Apollo, Troy Baker, best of the best. Gigi on the noms. I'll keep you company.
I'm a muse now. I can keep you company.
Nothing would make me happier. But you do have a predicament to solve first.
It might help if I knew more about Persephone.
It couldn't hurt. What would you like to know exactly?
Can you hold her down while I throat punch her? What's her story?
My Greek mythology is a little rusty, but isn't Persephone the one who was kidnapped?
Oh, you know about that. What else do you know?
Just that Persephone was a sweet girl and Hades, lord of the underworld, swept her off to the land of the dead.
Without so much as a by your leave, yes. Her mother, Demeter, was so enraged she blanketed the world in ice, rendering it barren and infertile. Zeus was forced to act. He decreed that Persephone would be shared between Demeter and Hades, and thus the matter was resolved. Well, you asked. That's her story, as the mortals tell it.
Love Glutton, hey. Just want to say, hey, probably have to switch stream to console because battery's super dead. Definitely do whatever you need. Preserve your battery. If you're here on console, absolutely thank you for hanging out. But yeah, definitely just do what you need. For me personally, if my battery were about to die, I would, do what I needed to preserve it. But yeah, it's great to see you, obviously.
So tell me, how much of Persephone's legend is true?
Well, let's see. Hades did kidnap Persephone. That certainly did happen. The idols almost went to war over it until Zeus intervened and ordered Hades and Persephone to wed. That quieted things. At least until Persephone killed Hades.
What?
Whoa.
As I understand it, Hades was not kind to her. I'd like to say we handled it well, that Zeus and the idols were mindful of what Persephone had been through, but that would be a lie. Persephone was punished for the murder, the underworld taken from her, and we all stood by and let it happen. She has never forgiven us, and honestly, I can't blame her.
If I were her, I'd be mad at you all too.
Then you understand why things are difficult between us.
Wait, Persephone killed another idol.
Oh, long time ago, yeah.
What about all of Athena's rules? Wouldn't Persephone have been, I don't know.
Executed? The murder of Hades is probably why we now have that rule. Back then, we heard Persephone had usurped Hades' throne, but we couldn't believe it. It just wasn't done. Now, of course, I look back and think we should have seen it coming. Oh, the benefit of hindsight.
Why didn't you see it coming? You're the god of prophecy.
When I look, I learned long ago not to.
It does make you wonder if you knew, like with 100% certainty, about, I guess, if you could kind of pick and choose, but then you would pick and choose things that don't really matter. Because, if you look and you see something, how something that you care about would go, and it doesn't go a way that you agree with or what have you, then I imagine that can be a little unsettling. I would think. Could freaking... No, whatever. What did Persephone do next? I imagine this is going to answer this.
So what happened to Persephone after...
The murder? She survived, like the rest of us. She got older, and when we came to the New World, I think she would have left us if it was allowed. It isn't, so instead she did as she pleased. She started a cult, became a crime boss.
Oh, what?
It was after her last transition, but honestly, I have no insight into anything Persephone does these days.
I thought she was just mad at me, but everyone seems afraid of Persephone.
Noticed that, did you? Persephone's angry with everyone and has been for a very long time. I've told you why. But it's more than that. She does not let go of a grudge. 1,000 years could pass, and Persephone will remember what you did like it was yesterday.
You think knowing can change the outcome too? Like making it become self-fulfilling? I think it kind of depends on... I mean, it can definitely work out in your favor. Like if you know that there's a good chance of something happening, then you're more inclined to, if it's something favorable and you know that it could very well happen, it's kind of self-fulfilling in that, you know, you do it. There's a greater chance of you just attempting to do it and going in with that sort of positive mindset type thing. But I guess if it's something that you really don't want to have happen, yeah, I don't know. Like if Apollo were to look in the future and see that she dies, like she doesn't find the information she needs and he sees that she gets executed. Like there could be a couple of ways it could go. Either she would just give up and then it would happen. Or two, you know, she could really try to fight against it and, you know, work her butt off for the next week and get the evidence she needs to clear her name. Or she works really hard. And so, I mean, yeah, there's definitely different, I don't know. I found some help.
I found someone who will bring me to Persephone.
Finally. I'll be right behind you.
You're coming with me? But I thought...
She seems even angrier with you than she is with me. I might be able to mediate.
We'll see, I guess.
What? Talk to Apollo? We just did. Talk to him again?
Are we not going to see Persephone? I thought you'd found a way to her.
I should get going. Persephone awaits.
Right behind you.
Should I talk to him again? I wonder what would happen. I'm not gonna.
Are we not going to see Persephone?
Okay.
I thought you'd found a way to her.
I should get going. Persephone awaits.
Right behind you.
There we go. All right. Ruh-roh. Seriously, I couldn't just like look over there and see her.
If you're angry with anyone, Persephone, be angry with me. It was I who...
I will deal with you later. I was willing to leave you be, Grace, to wait until your guilt was certain. And yet here you are in my domain, uninvited. Why? Are you here to beg for mercy? Are you here to challenge me? Should I be afraid?
Yes, apparently she's very tall.
trying to start a fight. Far from it. I came here hoping you could help me.
Help you? Perhaps you could help me instead. I'd like to understand a few things. Do you really expect us to believe that Calliope chose you? What's the real story? Did you stumble across her as she lay dying and desperate? Are you an accident? Did you learn what she was? Did you torture her, hold her at the point of death until she agreed to hand over her Eidolon?
Persephone, this isn't...
You have every reason to try to prove your innocence, Grace. But I
Just
have
needs to
no reason
kind
to
of
help you.
chill out a little bit.
You knew Calliope.
We all knew Calliope.
She was staying at your apartment.
You knew her. Better than I or anyone else suspected.
Are you implying that I had something to do with her death?
Prove you didn't. That's how idols work, isn't it?
Ooh.
You hear that? You're in my house, little muse. You want answers?
Ooh.
Fight for them. A lost little girl. You shouldn't have come here. And I sure ain't in the mood to make new friends. Go home, little girl. The shadows drawing near, and you all alone. We both know how this ends. Let's see how far she bends. We all know how this ends.
Thanks for the welcome, it's my first time here.
Oh my god.
You've made your feelings for me crystal clear. You play your show, I'll just go grab a beer. Didn't come here to quarrel with you. Love what you've done here, this place comes up well. You've nailed the theme, it really feels like hell. Guess you're not looking for new clientele. Just as well, that's a 5-star review. Let's try the easy way. Hear what I have to say.
They get younger every year. Little big shots that drift through here think they're bringing something new through the door. And you've heard it 1,000 times before. Honey, I've heard it 1,000 times before. Honey, I've heard it
Let's try that one.
1,000 times.
Your hosting skills could use a bit more pluck. About as subtle as a garbage truck. Thanks all for coming, but your next guest sucks. Lacks something, don't you think?
Is there nothing she can't do? She's a half-assed stand-up comic too. On the lookout for some cheap points to score. Oh, honey, we've heard it 1,000 times before. Honey, we've heard it 1,000
Okay,
times.
she's seen it all and she's not sold. But there's, what, 100 people here all told. Anybody else here who's a billion years old? Does she speak for you?
Don't you have any idea what you're dealing with, child? Surprise, surprise, coins on your eyes. Give them to the ferryman. Get it in your little head. You're spitting at the queen of the dead.
Out of interest? Is anyone here dead? No one? Yeah, that's probably what I would have said. Hey, let's prove that we're alive. Let me hear you, people on my right. Here we go.
Let's try this.
Come on! What are you gonna do now, Persephone? I shout out and the crowd is there for me. Voices joyous, join me steadily. Catch that, it's the sound of destiny. Who sends for me to question me? Persephone, they said to me, Queen of the dead, you're dead to me. On the moves, who are you to step to me?
Don't use that word. You have no right to use that word. After what you did to her. Why don't I just kill you and wipe the floor with you? Don't use that word. You have to fight to use that word. You don't go in and take, that's your biggest mistake. For Calliope's sake.
Okay, show's over.
1,000 times.
It's nearly dawn.
The single note should take you down now.
Work lights on.
Without even trying, and you didn't mind. 1,000 times.
Finish your beer.
One note, and suddenly
Don't
you're
have to go
home.
but you can't stay here.
You're the song, and you're being sung. A lullaby from muse. Not an easy thing to lose. Wish I could hear it. Again. No. No, you've earned your answers. Calliope came to me years ago. She'd grown tired of arguing with the idols, tired of being branded a troublemaker. She couldn't watch the idols wither away without a fight. I knew how she felt. So I gave her the apartment.
All right, and it looks like ads are going to start in a little bit, so probably in like 20 seconds. So we'll go ahead and take a quick break here. Definitely, if you need to, stand up, stretch your legs, look at something that's not a screen, get some water, bio break, all that stuff. And yeah, we'll be back in a second. But that reminded me of like a rap battle from 8 Mile. Okie dokie. And we're back. 3 out of 3. Nice job. Thank you everybody for sticking through ads. Let's see. Curious. Okay. Works for me. Sorry about that. Okay. All right. How well did you know her?
So you must know better than anyone what she's been up to.
Not exactly. Calliope and I haven't spoken for at least 2 years. After I heard the news, I went to the apartment and turned it upside down. I had to know the truth.
That was you?
I didn't find anything. Nothing to say what she had been involved with, or gotten into, or who she might have been fighting with.
That means one of two things. Either whatever happened to her was sudden, or it was secret.
I suppose you're right.
Calliope was never one to keep secrets. When she was doing something, everyone knew about it.
None of you were talking to her. Who would she tell?
You're clever. Maybe there's a chance Calliope chose you after all.
If it wasn't Grace, that means someone else was behind Calliope's death. Someone who could keep their involvement hidden.
One of us.
There's not enough to go here yet. I think we still need to ask more questions.
Does it have to be an idol? You thought I killed Calliope. Couldn't it have been some other mortal?
Despite how we might look, it's not a simple matter to kill an idol.
It was difficult enough to believe you had done it. If another mortal killed her, they somehow escaped detection. We found nothing, no evidence of a battle.
You looked?
Of course we looked. What do you think was happening while you waited? If Calliope was attacked elsewhere, even magic revealed no trace of it.
So then if they looked into it, shouldn't they have all this evidence to show that it wasn't Grace? And sure. Bam, going all in. Going all in on my heist. Did you say magic? You used magic? Couldn't you use your magic to see that it wasn't me?
Wait. Did you say magic?
You can battle me through a song in a world of your own creation, and yet magic is beyond belief?
Well, sure. I just thought...
We have our powers just as you have yours.
I can grow a field of corn like nobody's business.
Some would say our powers are also magic, but true magic is a different and older power. Hecate's domain.
And it was of no use here.
We shouldn't rule it out. We haven't tried everything yet.
Hecate.
Did Calliope have any enemies? The way you talk about her, she must have. What? What am I missing?
Calliope had a way of making people angry. She could be argumentative.
Yes, but enough to make enemies who wanted her dead?
Not that you or I know of, apparently, but that doesn't mean they didn't exist.
This is a bad move. I'm going to try to avoid this. Pan seems fishy.
What about Pan? He showed up at my place out of nowhere, right after I left the chorus.
He did what?
I have to wonder what his angle is.
He has one, that's for certain. Though I've never thought of him as a killer. It would be too... messy.
Still, we should consider the idea. For him to show up so quickly is odd.
This is a bad thing to also suggest. Woo woo. Heck yeah, I got my 40. Got 40. I'm gonna spin that. Now I have 80. Shouldn't we tell Athena?
Couldn't we go to Athena with this? If you've changed your minds and you're both part of the chorus.
Athena would be sympathetic, but the die has been cast.
She won't go back on the edict, not without clear evidence.
Oh, now you want evidence?
She acted on the information she had. If we want to sway her, we need something better.
What about Athena? She seemed awfully insistent on declaring me guilty, don't you think?
Athena? No, Athena follows the rules.
Well,
Athena has one goal and one goal only, to protect the idols, and that included Calliope. She'll eventually drive us all mad with her vigilance, but break her own rules? I don't see it.
Oof, 0 out of 3. I feel like this... I don't want to say this. I just got Persephone on my side.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. You know the idols. Don't you have any ideas?
I told you I wouldn't be of much help, Grace.
Did you now? That's unsurprising. When are you ever of help to anyone but yourself?
Says the woman who forced Grace to challenge her rather than answer a simple question.
Calliope died, Apollo. Calliope, who came with us all the way from the old world.
You think I don't know that? Are you forgetting what the Muses meant to me?
Stop it! Stop fighting! Is this what the idols are like? You just what? Live forever and never get over anything? Super. Becoming a god was such a gift. Wow.
Calliope, I'm listening now. Tell us what end you were doomed to.
Calliope, blinded by fire, what match did you strike that consumed you?
Yeah, just a little bit.
How could you blame her? What could she have done to earn such a fate? You are blinded.
God of the sun hides from his own eyes. What would you know about fate?
You say that you knew her, she was family to us, yet you don't hesitate to accuse her. Oh, queen without a throne, go bitter with fury. Not everyone seeks to betray you.
Stop this.
There is something missing we're blinded to.
Yes, there's more to seek.
Apollo, your help is not needed here. Go ahead and abandon another muse.
How could you throw that gauntlet at me? Could your heart shrivel any further?
You abandoned me to a terrible fate.
You replay your injuries
It's
till
far
it's
too late. You know how far I've been before I
trapped.
snapped.
This is
not
not about you. Enough! This helps no one.
There he is, god of the sun.
Apollo, for my sake, take a deep breath. I need your help, not your anger. These old wounds, they distract and blind you. You can't see yourselves.
He doesn't know what's important.
And you do?
Follow him or stay.
Shit.
Now that Apollo isn't sucking all the oxygen out of the room, perhaps we can get somewhere.
Well, then.
Was all that really necessary? His reaction wasn't great, but you did provoke him.
It wasn't my finest moment, but you saw how he transformed. Apollo likes to pretend he's not the man he used to be, but behind that sad facade lurks exactly the lout I remember. I'll admit the problem you present is a sticky one. If an idol is behind Calliope's death, they're clever. I need time to formulate a plan.
You've decided to help me then? I wasn't sure you would.
I've already admitted that Calliope might actually have chosen you. Don't push your luck.
Oh, I didn't mean...
You have fight in you. You've taken quickly to the Muse's powers. It's possible that she saw the potential. So yes, I'll help you. If, however, this has all been a desperate deception, well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
I like this better than fighting with you. Way better.
Helping you rather than wanting you dead, you mean?
You seem like a woman who gets what she wants.
These days, yes.
Then I'd really rather have you on my side.
Wise choice.
What should I do while you're formulating? I don't like sitting on my hands.
Yeah, I've noticed. If you wish to keep busy, burn down the city, start a revolution, become a terror the likes of which mortals only dream.
Really?
No, Grace. Go home. Be patient. When you see me next, I'll have a better idea of what to do.
Act 2.
Hey, Freddy. Have you been waiting up this whole time?
Yeah? A goat man sends you off into the night. Your life is on the line. And I'm gonna, what, sleep? I was so worried after you left, and... well, I also felt like crap. You were right to be mad. I said I'd support you as your friend, and I didn't. I don't know why I acted like that. I just had this image of you being swept off into some new world without me.
I'd never leave you behind, Freddy. You know that, right?
I'm still ready and willing to be your high priestess, if that's what it takes.
If you could just help me get through this next week, that'd be plenty.
Deal. Why don't you start by telling me what happened tonight?
Sang a song.
Persephone runs a club called the Underworld. That's a little on the nose.
I wouldn't suggest saying that to her face.
And you ended up staying with her instead of Apollo? I don't know, Grace. She sounds a little volatile.
Weird. Also, this should be on the other side of the door. She has reasons.
She has her reasons. I just hope I don't end up on her bad side again.
You'll figure your way out of it. You're still you.
I am still me. That's true.
So what are your options? You need to go back to Persephone at some point?
I could go back to Apollo's as well. Make sure he's not sore about what happened.
Oh, and, there's this. Pan left a card, says, "Come by Olympus." I doubt he means the mountain in Greece.
I wonder what he wants.
Probably to cash in his precious favor.
Still not a fan?
You know how some people just set your teeth on edge? That's Pan. I can't help it. But it doesn't matter. I said I'd help, and that's what I'll do. You can count on me, Grace.
Thanks, Freddie.
The muse? Oh, the embodiment of inspiration. Can you believe it?
Yeah, kinda.
I should probably... I should talk to Persephone or go see what Pan wants. Pretty sure I also said that I was supposed to talk to Apollo just to make sure he's not mad. Dad joke. Why are fish so smart? Because they live in schools. Oh my gosh. I just got fired from a florist. Apparently I took too many leaves. Cat fact. In the 1930s, 2 Russian biologists discovered that color change in Siamese kittens depends on their body's temperature. Siamese cats carry albino genes that work only when the body temperature is above 98 degrees Fahrenheit. If these kittens are left in a very warm room, their points won't darken and they will stay a creamy white. Huh. I want to go make sure Apollo's okay. GG, Todd.
Grace,
Yeah, told you she'd be back.
what are you doing here? When you stayed with Persephone, I thought that... Well, I didn't expect to see you again.
I thought I'd check in on you. The way you left, well, it was quite the scene.
Ah, yes, that. I want to apologize for my outburst. Being around my family brings out the worst in me, I'm afraid.
Oh, doesn't it for
why
everybody?
I avoid them whenever possible, and why I should have resisted getting dragged into all this.
For what it's worth, I'm sorry I dragged you into it.
It was my choice. I did what I could, though I may indeed have made things worse.
You haven't. Even if you had, isn't now the time to fix it?
It can, yeah.
Goodbye, Grace. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Whoa, you're just kicking me out? Okay. Oh, I should find out what Pan wants. Plus, I like listening to Pan talk.
I'd say hello, Grace, but I'm afraid that look on your face might be catching.
What is this place?
It's a garden, darling. Surely even mortals have them.
This building. All those people I pass getting up here. Are they all idols?
Oh, at least some of them. Welcome to Olympus, dear Grace. Our home hidden away in plain sight. Marvelous, isn't it?
I've passed this part of the city 100 times. I've never seen this building. Was it always here, or...?
Our Lady Hecate provides glamours that allow certain things to go unseen, such as my glorious horns. Olympus is the same. Those invited see it. Those who aren't see exactly what they expect. It's not anywhere as grand as in the old country, but it serves its purpose.
What is happening? Who is hammering outside? It's kind of odd.
How many idols are there? I've met, what, less than 12?
Oh, I don't know, 20, 30. Our numbers have dwindled so much I've stopped keeping track.
I didn't know there were that many gods.
We're not all equally legendary, it's true. Some idols were barely worshipped, others not at all. Indeed, not all of us are idols. Some are merely immortal. Hangers-on, if you will. You'll meet them all, given time.
Given time. Oh my gosh, are you guys hearing that hammering? Do most idols live here? Oh, also heist. Panda coins.
Idols live here? I mean, Calliope didn't, obviously. Apollo doesn't either.
One must have special dispensation from Our Lady of Wisdom, Athena, before they can take up a private dung heap like Apollo's.
Am I gonna have to give him my apartment?
That's rather putting the cart before the horse, darling. First, you must outlive the weak.
Right. Good point.
Thank you for the alert, Katri. I appreciate you being here. Of course, Todd. Of course, I made sure to throw my body in front of all the bullets for Todd. This isn't grand?
I don't know, Pan. Olympus seems pretty grand to me.
As if mortals would know any better.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
This isn't the first time you've been here. I'm sure Hermes took you to Athena's dreary office.
That's here? Huh.
Good one, that Hermes. Almost as dull-witted as the original, but biddable.
You asked me to meet you here?
I did. As I recall, you owe me a favor that I now wish to collect, if you'd be so kind.
Fine. But just so you know, I'm not doing anything that's against the rules. I already have one trial coming.
Grace, baby, Boobala. Have I ever led you astray?
Boobala.
Not yet.
Here's the thing. A friend has begged for my help, and you're far better suited than I to offer what he requires. I'll give you a key to reach the reliquary where he resides. You help him, and then we're even. If that's not enough incentive, the reliquary is also where you'll find the lovely Hecate. A sorceress of her power could aid your quest. What do you say?
What is a reliquary?
What is this reliquary? Doesn't that have something to do with the bones of saints or something?
Not those relics. Our relics. The relics of ancient gods. Magical treasures collected over thousands of years. Books, mainly. We store them in a faraway place so no one unsavory can get their hands on them.
Unsavory like you?
Unsavory like most. Athena has decreed that these relics are not to be used by any save Hecate and herself. A rather dull waste of so much amassed knowledge and power, but who am I to judge? I'm not leader of the chorus.
This Hecate, do you think she could help me?
If she's of a mind. She is the goddess of dark magic, the creator of all our marvelous glamours. If anyone can help you, it is she.
And if she's not of a mind?
Then she won't help you. Grace, that part is up to you. I can't be expected to do everything, can I?
If these relics are off limits, does that mean they're dangerous?
Some. But I'm not asking you to chase after any of that nonsense. In fact, I'd advise against it.
But what if one of those relics could help me?
My, such an adventurer you are. It's possible, but ask Hecate first. She, and I mean this with complete and uncharacteristic seriousness, is not an idol you or anyone wishes to cross.
This person I'm to help, what does he want? And why can't you do it?
Well, Grace, there are some things you're better equipped to handle than I. This, as I understand it, is a delicate matter of the heart. One that requires a muse's hand.
A matter of the heart.
What, did you think I was sending you to rough someone up? Set something aflame? Don't be absurd. The man has an issue with his love life. Even if you can't help him, I'll treat the effort as worth the favor.
So that's it? Fix up someone's love life? Nothing trickier than that?
Oh, the way you talk, Grace. It makes me blush.
Well, it's just that...
I trade in willing favors, Grace. If I didn't, no one would want to do as I ask, and then where would I be? I may seem untrustworthy, but allow me to reassure you. If I wish you harm, you will walk into that harm knowingly and with open arms.
You have a very sly tongue.
You're saying you can talk me into anything?
Anything you would enter into willingly and with eyes wide open, which covers a great deal. Yes.
That's surprisingly ethical of you, Pan.
I find consent wildly attractive, Grace.
Yay for consent.
I'll think about it, but no promises.
Marvelous. The gentleman you seek is named Asterion. Lovely fellow, quite harmless.
From Baldur's
I'll
Gate?
send a package to your domicile that contains directions and the key you'll need to reach the reliquary.
I said no promises.
Well, if you decide to go, Grace, you'll still need all those things. Say hello to darling Hecate on my behalf, will you?
But okay, not too much longer. Maybe like another 20 minutes for me, I think. Let's talk to Persephone. So much gambling and trivia is going on here. I'm missing out. Hermione destroyed the fourth Horcrux by stabbing it with the sword of Gryffindor. Was it Hermione? Was it Harry? Somebody. But apparently it wasn't Hermione.
Oh, back already, are you? It's just as well. I've asked around, called in some favors, just enough to get an idea of what all the idols are currently up to. Much as I'm loath to admit it, I'm back to thinking Pan may be our prime suspect after all.
Changed your mind about him?
Why Pan? I thought you'd rejected him as a suspect.
I did. It doesn't seem like his style. Pan has always preferred scheming over direct confrontation. But the thing is, how did he know about you so quickly? What does he hope to gain by sticking his nose in?
A favor or two, I guess.
Half the idols owe him a favor or two. No, he's up to something else. Until I know what it is, I can't discount the possibility that he's involved in all this.
I actually went to see Pan at Olympus. I guess that wasn't such a great idea?
It depends. What did he want this time?
He asked me to repay the favor I owe him by helping someone at a place called the Reliquary.
A reliquary? Interesting. I wonder what his angle is.
Do you think it's a good idea? If Pan is our best suspect, couldn't he be sending me into a trap?
It's a trap.
Possibly, but Hecate runs the reliquary, and I doubt she'd countenance any of his schemes. My suggestion? Do as he asks. At the very least, Hecate might prove to be of help to you, if it's written in her bloody book.
Her book?
You'll see. I want to send you to a party, Grace, one Aphrodite is holding. She and Eros know Pan perhaps better than anyone. If you go, it'll give you a chance to find out what he's really up to.
What was that trivia? I disapprove of what you say, but I will defend to the death your right to say it. Is a quote from French philosopher Voltaire. Yeah, I don't think that's Voltaire. Mainly because that's what you put and you got it wrong. C'est la vie. It's Descartes. Descartes? 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 Descartes. Descartes. You recognize the quote, but didn't know who said it. Yeah, I don't know who said it either. Or I mean, I think it's probably Descartes. Mainly because that's what Todd said. Evelyn Beatrice Hall was also my second guess.
Why a party? Couldn't I just go wherever she lives and ask her?
You could, but if you go to this party, she'll be grateful. She holds it from time to time and always asked Calliope to attend, but Calliope never would. You can put two and two together. A grateful Aphrodite might be willing to tell you what Pan is really up to.
You know Aphrodite better than I do. Can't you talk to her?
She and I don't get along.
Like how you and Apollo don't get along?
Even more intensely than that. I once said some things about her husband. They were true, but unwelcome. Suffice it to say, if I showed up at Aphrodite's party, revealing Pan's secrets would be the last thing on her mind.
One wild party with a goddess of love coming up.
It's less of a wild party and more of a somber affair.
You mean like a cocktail party?
Let me put it this way. Apollo will likely be there.
Gotcha. Expectations of fun downgraded considerably. I'll let you know what I find.
No, if Apollo's going to be there, then it's absolutely going to be boring time. Thank you, Todd and Google. One in the same. One in the same. Google is Todd's middle name. Todd Google Grayson. go to Aphrodite's party or the reliquary? Let's go check out the reliquary. Curious about that. Toggle. Toggle. Let's go to the reliquary.
When I opened that shipping container, I was expecting, I don't know, rats.
Yeah.
Instead we have... Where the hell are we?
It's hard to say. Weren't we going to some kind of library?
That's how Pan described it. He said it was a, what's the word? A reliquary?
That is where relics are kept, like magic items, like when we played D&D.
This is nothing like D&D.
Well, I don't
Are you
know
kidding
about
me?
you,
It has a
Grace, but if a
stereo.
dragon came flying out of that mist, I would not be the least bit surprised.
You are such a nerd.
Speaking of, how much do you actually know about Hecate and this idol you're supposed to help?
Bushcat GG on that 3 out of 3. I'm gonna catch up to Todd soon. Or, you're gonna catch up on the Toggle soon. Tuggle? So, no.
The idol we're here to help is named Asterion.
And you know who that is, right?
No. Should I?
That's the Minotaur's real name. You know, big bullhead, horns, lives in a giant labyrinth.
Pan did not mention that.
Why am I not surprised?
Oh. I thought Asterion was an elf. An elf person. Yeah, right. Don't think that's possible. All it's gonna take is Todd to go all in on a on a spin or a heist to turn the odds ever into your favor.
Do you know anything about this Hecate? It's not a name that rings bells.
Let's see. Well, she was the goddess of witchcraft, the really dark kind. Oh. But she's never
Dark
really
kind.
portrayed as evil. She was more of an outsider, lived alone, off in her little corner of the underworld. Do you think that's where we could be? Oh, that is so cool. Oh, I bet knowledge is important to her. It could be an angle if you talk to her.
I'm so glad I brought you, Freddy. I wouldn't know the first thing about any of this.
Nah. Well, I hope it's actually helpful to tell you these things.
Why wouldn't it be?
Because it could all be wrong. I would have never pegged Apollo for a surfer dude with confidence issues.
Huh. Yeah, good point.
Oh, let's see. I'll join in on there. Gonna make some big money.
This Minotaur. You don't think he might be dangerous, do you?
Well, traditionally he eats people, but he was also supposed to have been slain by the hero Theseus.
Well, not so slain after all. Pan says he has a problem with his love life.
Maybe he needs to stop eating all his girlfriends? Okay, I knew that sounded wrong the moment I said it.
We should go inside instead of standing out here in the fog.
It's more of a mist, really.
A mist potentially full of monsters.
In we go, then. Are you really planning on doing that favor for Pan?
Honestly, the reliquary is what I'm really interested in.
Ooh, a plan C. Go on.
There has to be some magical relic that could help me out. The trick will be finding it and getting my hands on it.
That will be a trick, yeah. I love your plans.
Woo woo! Go me! Holy crap.
I guess the Titan thing is literal, huh?
Mortals within the reliquary. Who permits this intrusion, this sacrilege? This knowledge is not meant for the likes of you. I shall grind you into the dust from whence you came.
Oh, chillax. Pushcat, great dialogue, good find. Yeah, thanks. I remember seeing in somebody's chat, someone had mentioned this, and it jogged my memory that I had seen somebody play this a while back, so I figured I'd try to find it on the interwebs for not expensive, and I did find it for not expensive, so I picked it up. And it's great so far. Yeah, and I'm absolutely loving the voice acting and the dialogue and such. Chill off. Back off, lady. I'm no mortal. I feel like running is kind of a futile thing.
But I'm not mortal! Wow, does that sound weird coming out of my mouth?
You, perhaps, but the one with you? Mortals cannot learn of the knowledge kept here. Not ever!
Freddy's not just any mortal. She's special. And she already knows about the idols.
We have been revealed. We are undone!
What? No! No, not undone. I swear, I can go if you want. I will. I'm not gonna tell a soul. It's enough that I even got to see this place. It is so amazing. It's like the Great Library of Alexandria, which, you know, was destroyed, and one of the greatest tragedies of human history.
I have created this sanctuary at great cost. Knowledge is fragile and must be respected.
Maybe we should start over. My name's Grace. It's a pleasure to meet you.
No, you cannot be Grace.
Sure am.
Then Calliope is dead. Is that now? I thought that was not for another 11 months yet.
Wait, what? You knew Calliope was going to die?
No, I am not informed of this for another 11 months and 3 days.
Or I could just tell you now?
That cannot be. It is written. Yes, it's right here. Calliope joins Grace's band. They become friends. Months later, there is an automobile accident and...
An accident? No, that's not what happened.
Are you saying the books are wrong?
Guess I'm not the only one with a problem.
But this cannot be.
The sooner you accept that someone, somehow, screwed up your magic books, the sooner we can get on to figuring out what happened.
Uh-oh. You will explain. We will both sit, and you will explain. There will be tea.
There will be tea.
Curious. It is clear something unanticipated has occurred, something outside the realm of fate.
Is that even possible?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking,
but I must
Pushcat.
follow the threads back to their source to find the origin of the deviation. It may take years of research.
Years? I don't have years.
That is unfortunate. If there is nothing else, I must ask you both to leave so I may begin at once.
Is there no way to speed that up? Whoever's behind it might be the murderer.
Such threads are not so easily untangled. I must consult the Moirai, if indeed they are not the ones responsible.
The Moi what?
You might know them as the Fates. They, or any beings of a sufficiently cosmic nature, have the power to undo the order of things.
That does not sound good.
Certainly not. They are also not beings I can summon at a whim to solve your mystery. I am sorry.
Actually, I came here to speak to Asterion. If, he is here.
A visitor for Asterion? How strange.
Oh, are we doing guests? Is that a thing? I didn't know.
Wow, okay. Freddy was right.
As if there was any doubt.
My old friend, this is Grace. She is our muse from the line of Calliope, and it is she who asked for you.
I'm here for your love life? There.
That's right. I'm here to improve your love life. Or so I'm told. Did I say something wrong?
No love life needed here. Nah, you've got the wrong man. Man bull.
There you have it, Grace. I believe now is the time when you leave.
But there must be some mistake.
There is no mistake. Not this time.
Are you sure about that? Because I'm not going.
It is written.
Did you hear that? Pan sends me all this way and Asterion won't even talk to us?
Maybe there's another Asterion?
Yeah, more likely Pan's got me chasing my tail. This was pointless.
Well, I don't think we're getting back inside. Do you have another plan?
Go back to Pan and yell at him.
I go back to Pan and tell him the Minotaur didn't want a favor after all.
I guess, but didn't it seem really odd to you that, do you hear what I'm hearing?
You're still here? I had to run the entire... that's a long way, innit?
Isn't it?
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to send you away, alright? I just couldn't tell you, not in front of Kate.
Why couldn't you... Wait. Are you saying what I think you're saying?
Oh, this is so great. I love this.
I heard what you said about Calliope. I can help you. I really, really can. It has to be you. I am so in love with my dear sweet Kate. I just don't know how to tell her. Please help me tell her.
I mean, clearly he's a Minotaur.
Let me get this straight. You're in love with Hecate. That Hecate.
Oh, mate, Kate is... she's just the best. Like, she knows everything and she always smells so good. Like, she's so nice to me and she doesn't even have to be. Oh, we got stuck in the tower together because we can't live in the mortal world. I know I could make her happy. Well, I want to try. Oh, won't you help me?
Yeah, he is. Super adorbs. What you...
Do you really call Hecate Kate? Off topic, I know, but I have to ask.
Sometimes she has to go into the mortal world for a short time and do things for Athena.
Uh-huh. And...
Well, she had to make up a magic disguise, you know, a new identity. And I thought she should give it a proper name.
And you suggested Kate?
Yeah, she really liked it. She said, "Thank you, Asterion."
Are you really the Minotaur? Like, the monster who roamed a maze and ate people?
And is supposed to be dead.
Well, my father locked me up in a labyrinth, but I never ate anyone.
Oh, well, that's good.
Except Theseus. But he was a bellend.
Have you tried, I don't know, talking to her about how you feel? I take that as a no.
I don't have the words. I've tried. Every time I end up knocking over a table or killing a cat or talking about how sometimes meat has that grisly texture I don't like.
You killed her cat? Oh, no.
It was a small cat. I panicked. I'm just not good at words. Right? Really not good.
Okay, so you're in love with Hecate. What is it you think I can do?
A muse knows about poetry and the heart and how to make words beautiful. All I want is to ask her, but I need good words. You know, please say you'll help me.
Words are very difficult.
I don't know. Doesn't this feel a little weird?
Which part?
Helping him woo her with my powers.
You heard what Pan said. You can't make anyone do anything they don't want to do. You can only make them say what's in their heart.
Yeah, that's the part I can't do.
Hecate might say no. You know that, right?
Well, she probably will. I mean, she's Kate. And I'm me. But just once, I'd like to be able to ask her, to say it out loud instead of thinking it. I'll still help you. No matter what she says. I promise.
I do this and you'll help me in return, right?
Athena made Kate swear. She's not allowed to say anything about what happens at the tower. But she never made me swear. Maybe she never thought anyone would ask. But I'll tell you. Even if Kate doesn't like it, I'll tell you.
If I do this first.
If you help me, any trouble will be worth it.
I guess we do this.
I can't say I'm exactly sure what to do.
Can't you just, start the music?
Yeah, but to do what?
Oh, leave that to me. I am so excited about this, I can't even stand it.
What exactly did you have in mind, Freddy?
I'll set up a vibe and you go for it.
I'm not great at words. I'm more of a dancer.
Just speak from the heart. Be honest. You can do it.
You cast a spell on me. Not literally, obviously. But I feel in summary, you and me are meant to be. 'Cause you put a hex on me. You didn't do it to me directly. I'm not blaming you specifically, just that metaphorically. Shit, can someone help me?
It's okay. Okay, what are some of the things you love about her?
Hecate, with you there's so much to love. Oh, I'm not saying you're fat.
Did not just say that. Tell her something she doesn't know about herself.
Oh, Katie, to me, you in rapture?
Ooh, good word.
Is your pallid skin, your lips are so thin, your love of books.
Asterion, I have but one thought. Why is it that you seem so distraught? Are you saying you're in love with me? You couldn't possibly. Really? Oh, you're doing great. Give it another go.
You've cast a spell on me. It's a feeling that's killing me. But let's say categorically, oh Katie, it's just you and me.
I cannot hide from my reality. I can't help but think it's best that you forget me.
No.
I feel so little joy. My want is to destroy. You will come to resent me. I'm truly fond of you. Yet now it appears that you love me. How can you be so sure? What is my allure? Tears are near certain.
I could never make you cry.
It's not my tears I fear. What if I lose you?
Couldn't. Oh, I feel so powerless.
Let me be crystal clear. Do you believe this love of yours shall persevere? Despite all it won't face, it won't disappear. My virtues are few, and if we see this through, the pain that we share may be too severe.
Oh, of course she sings my song better than I do. Help me!
Freddie, you gotta step in.
Me?
Yeah, you're just as qualified as I am.
Hecate, I'd say he's really put himself out there. No, he cannot undo. It's a brave thing to do. Wish I had his daring. Well, I'm saying that I've missed out before. Last chances rushed out that exit door. I could never let my heart be heard. And it's withering. Now I'm reconsidering.
I have always counted on you to speak to me honestly. You're at my beck and call. I've never thanked you at all, and yet you still love me. I let travelers know which way to go, but it bothers me. My own path I forego always seemed apropos, yet where has this led me?
Maybe one step across the line will weave its own spelling given time.
The thought with which I must contend is, can I love my best friend?
Yes. Just decide.
Astarion,
Kate?
it seems you've cast a spell on me.
Oh.
You will not regret this.
Not yet. It is written. You've cast a spell on me to think I shall have my own story. You cast a spell on me, and we shall write it together. You've cast a spell on me, a tale of romance and glory. You've cast a spell on me, but do we have enough leather? You've cast a spell on me.
Leather? Yeah.
Well, that was diverting. You felt this way the entire time, Astarion, and you said nothing?
I didn't think I was worthy. I mean, look at me. I'm only, half a man.
You have been a devoted friend over the long and lonely years, Astarion. I only wish I had realized sooner we could have been more. As for you, Grace, I thank you for arranging this diversion, however it came to pass.
I'm glad to see someone happy, finally.
That would be me.
I am also not displeased by this course of events.
Wow, look at you. Living the wild life.
Come, Asterion, I wish to speak of this further, and find an appropriate outfit.
Hey, wait for me outside, yeah?
How long are we supposed to wait? It's been over an hour.
I'm sure it's fine, Grace. I doubt the Minotaur would break his promise. Say, what'd I tell you?
Whew. You still here? I'm sorry. Kate had a lot to say.
Everything's okay, I hope?
Oh, yeah. No, it was so wonderful. Kate just wanted to talk about feelings and that, which, well, neither of us are good at. Right, so, I suppose you want to know how Calliope broke into the reliquary that night.
She did what?
No, we didn't know anything about that. Do you mean the night she died?
Oh, well, I thought you already knew. Yeah, the night Calliope died, she broke in somehow. Thing is, we know she didn't take anything or even touch anything. I just remember the alarms, and I chased after her.
How do you know Calliope didn't touch or take anything?
Kate knows everything in the reliquary, right down to the last book. She's been looking, but she can't figure if anything was touched. It makes her so mad not to know. And it made Athena pretty mad too.
Athena got involved?
Yeah, when Kate finally told her, Athena wants Kate to keep investigating, but it doesn't look good.
You chased Calliope, but did you ever catch up with her?
No. If I'd have caught her, I'd have brought her back and Kate would have gotten answers out of her. All I know is that she was hurt, bleeding bad, but I don't know why. I wanted to help her, but she got away in the fog. Then I ran into Medusa.
Wait, what? Medusa? Here?
Yeah. Well, she's not normally here. I think maybe she was chasing after Calliope too.
Interesting.
What was Medusa doing here?
She was chasing after Calliope too, I think, but she wouldn't say why. I asked. She never got into the reliquary though. She was just out here in the fog.
Couldn't Medusa have broken in like Calliope did?
Yeah, but I chased Calliope from the reliquary. If Medusa had been there, I would have seen her.
How could Calliope have been wounded?
It couldn't have been Medusa, like I said. She never got close.
But Calliope was wounded inside the reliquary?
That's where the blood was. We don't have anything that would attack anyone, though.
So someone else. But they did it inside the reliquary.
If so, they vanished after.
Did you say the reliquary has alarms? Like burglar alarms, cameras?
Oh, no, nothing like that. It just has a lot of protections. You know, magic.
I don't know magic, actually.
Oh, well, it's just meant to keep the dangerous stuff from being touched. It was set off, so something happened in the reliquary. We just, don't know what exactly.
Oh, I was supposed to gamble 250,000, not just 250. Pish posh. My name's Todd. Holy crap, 2 million. Literal pocket change. That's like underneath his Ferrari money. Just 250.
Athena knows what happened here the night Calliope died?
Yeah, Kate told her a day or so later, I think. We didn't know Calliope died that night, though.
What? Athena didn't mention it?
Nope. Not that that's weird. She's, well, she's not the chatty type, you know? She came in all quiet and cool, wanted to know who was here that night and what Calliope might have wanted.
She swore Kate to silence. Not me, though. Guess she's not as smart as Kate.
Those alarms don't go off if someone breaks into the reliquary? They don't detect intruders?
Well, normally nobody does that.
Calliope did. Someone else could have.
Yeah, ads starting in 4
the alarms
seconds.
are just to protect all the books and relics. That's it. Whatever Calliope did here, it was enough to set off the alarms. That's all I know.
What relics are there? Maybe Calliope was looking for one, but couldn't find it before...
Yeah, that I'm not supposed to say.
Do you have the Golden Fleece, the Shield of Zeus, the Sword of Damocles? Is it suspended?
You know a lot about that stuff for a mortal.
So it's all real?
I can neither confirm nor deny any of that. All I know is that nothing got used and nothing got taken.
This means Calliope came here the night she died. This is where she was attacked.
But we don't know by whom.
We know Medusa was here. She might even have been involved.
Well, she's super scary, but, you know she works for Athena, right? I thought maybe that's why she was here, but Athena said she didn't know about it.
That does seem suspicious.
If that's all you need, then I have to go. Kate will be so mad if she finds me gone. Good luck, Muse.
You okay there, friendo?
I will throw up the thing and we will be back after ads. Thanks for sticking through them. BRB. Okie dokie. And we're back, and I will finish out this section, but then I'll probably call it, because I'm kind of running out of steam, I think. Not like all these young kids that can stream for more than 2 hours.
I just can't help but feel like I'm missing something right in front of me.
How so?
Calliope came here for a reason. Why? Someone has to know because they knew she was here.
True.
And Athena knows what went down here. She can't honestly still think it was me, can she?
One thing at a time, Grace. You'll figure it out. I know you will.
I guess so. Next thing is to go back to Pan. Tell him his favor is done.
What an adventure.
Sorry?
You're just lucky, Grace. Luckier than you think. You go do what you have to, and I'll meet you back at the apartment, okay?
Pan! I hope you're here, because I don't know where else to look for you.
Of course I'm here, Grace. Where else would I be but amongst the trees and the wild things? I really must thank you, by the by. Asterion is simply over the moon, and he's already repaid me with this select tome from the reliquary.
Good friend, hopefully. I think Freddy is a fantastic friend.
That's why you did all this? Because you wanted some book?
Not just some book, but a tome from the forbidden depths.
I doubt Hecate would be pleased.
Oh, most assuredly not. Neither would Athena, which makes it all the more delicious. I trust you got what you needed. More grist for the mill of your innocence, as it were.
You already knew I would, right?
Oh? Did I?
Come on, Pan. How stupid do you think I am? The place you sent me for this favor just happens to be where Calliope was attacked. You had to know I'd discover that. If you wanted me to know, why not just tell me? What's the angle? Tell me why I shouldn't be suspicious, Pan.
You have no reason to be suspicious. I know nothing of what happened to Calliope at the reliquary. I suppose the question at the heart of this is, do you believe me?
I'm trying to.
I'm trying to, Pan, but you make this really hard.
Ah, yes. Doubt. What a fascinating concept, and an excellent reason to hesitate. Alas, it is my burden to be forever condemned by my idle brethren. I've become accustomed to it. Truly. I've never lied to you, Grace, and I never shall. If you're looking for innocence, however, well, I'm afraid that's one thing I cannot provide.
And if I can't accept that? If I find out you're somehow involved in this?
You'll do what you do, and I'll do what I do, and we'll see where that takes us.
Don't you believe what you find out, even if guided, when you find it yourself? Don't you believe what you find out, even if guided, when you find it yourself? On the face of it, yes. I guess it kind of depends on but I mean, it kind of depends on what it is that you would find and how your perspective on something would be had you not found it, but someone wanted you to find it. I don't know. I have a tendency to overthink things, so it's sometimes you think he's trying to help but not actually be involved. To To a degree, yes. I mean, there's obviously some self-serving aspect of this, it seems, as well. But I guess that's not necessarily inherently a bad thing. If he can get something that he wants, while Grace gets something that she wants, then, you know, why not? So yeah, I don't know. I definitely overanalyze and look into things. Probably, I get stuck in paralysis by analysis quite frequently, I will say. So, it seems like he doesn't get invested. So either way, he isn't disappointed. Yeah, I can see that. I don't want to ask for help because that's going to put me into his debt again. And then who knows what he'll have me do next. Overthinking is a very real thing.
That's my cue to go, isn't it?
If you must, there are always alternatives, you know. If I can make a suggestion, live the high life. Throw caution to the wind.
That's your suggestion?
And why not? It's the same as when I first met you, Grace. You can enjoy being an idol. Simply follow my lead.
Why not?
See now, this is why I like you. Such a sense of the inappropriate. It is an ugly business, living among the gods. You'll always twist an arm, even if you're trying not to. And so I say, let's do it. The world, it needs that guy who is prepared to move the pieces in from every side. All of the world's on the edge of a knife. So I choose partying. There's no need for strife. So dance, little Gracie, come, won't you dance? Only so much of your life's in your hands. Haven't I helped you? The rest is chance. So come on, let's have this dance. So what, the call was close. We're both alive and well. We'll live to fight another day, as far as I can tell. And even if you don't, and I expect you won't, I promise you'll be glad you spent the night with me. So dance, little Gracie, come, won't you dance? Only so much of your life's in your hands. Haven't I helped you? The rest is chance. So come on, let's have this dance.
Do you really think I'm so hopeless? Or is it you who's afraid to show me how you really feel?
Don't be like that, Grace. We both know this is who I am. I can't change, so take it or leave it. I won't repeat it. I'm only here for the dance.
You don't have any hope for me, do you? You're just taking what you can get before it's over.
I've seen this story many times, Grace. I've told this story many times. And it always ends the same way. You're hoping to find Medusa, I expect.
Changing the subject? And how do you even know about that?
I'm just trying to be helpful, Grace. In my way. You'll find Medusa at a dingy little club appropriately named the Viper's Nest. Give her my regards. But do be careful if you call on her, Grace. Medusa is a hideous monster and should be treated as such.
All right. And I think that's a good stopping point. Whoa, Bushcat GG. Okay, so yeah. Thank you very much, everybody, for hanging out. If you were lurking, if you were chatting, if you're VOD watching later on. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate all of you. You know, as I mentioned in my going live, as always, there's Hecky, who's live right now. Anna, I believe, is still live. Todd, not today, because I know exactly where I want to go, because I saw the going live message. Let me just pull it up over here, though, on this side. Let me just make sure. Yep, it looks like, yeah, right there. Okay, we are going to go see Katri, who is playing that cute, violent axolotl game. Axolotl. That was your rec. Yep. I was wondering. I'm gonna kick this off. Right there. And yeah. Listen to Saribot, please. Have a great rest of your day. Please stay hydrated. Eat some snacks. Take care of yourselves. And yeah, you're all fantastic, and I appreciate all of you. And let's go with one of these. Pick the one that looks the awesomest, if you like. I still have these, and Bushcat and Todd, I will send you invites in a few minutes afterwards. And yeah, I will. Yeah, everybody take care. And I think I'll be able to see you tomorrow. We will definitely see you. All right. Bye for now.